What's everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Love in Black and White, where each week we try and do what?
Put the love back in your right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish J. Hollingsworth, and as always, we have the Coco co-host, the Black Don Juan, the Sergio de Bergerac. Is that his name? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyways, Manulus Rojas Martin Jr.
That's right. Better get that junior in there.
I want to see how long I can have that. I want to, if I can do a 5-minute one of that, that'd be fucking great.
A 60-minute episode.
Yes.
God,
we have so much to go over, and we're starting off with Manny he's stressed. Before we get into, I think we did a teaser last week. Before you even get into that, Manny, how are you, buddy? How are you? Let's talk. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. It's just stressful, man. You know, it's like you got this little life that's about to come in less than a month, and it's just like you just want to be sure that you got everything in line, and you want to make sure that he's safe and, you know, around, like, you know, just good environment, everything else. And I don't know, just a lot to worry about.
So as we're here, by the way, let's give a shout out to everybody that's in here. And we just started. So we got Victoria. Hi, Victoria. We love you. I'm so happy you're here, Victoria. I'm sorry I banned you that one day. Okay. I have to say that because she's been giving me so much shit. Justified. We have Natasha Vincent. We have the N word. We have Cookie McJingles. We have Divine Equinox 13. And again, hey, Victoria. I'm so happy you're here, Victoria. You make everything so special. We love you. All right. What's some of the, like, walk us through some of the shit you're going through, brother?
You know, it's like trying to get a house, you know, or like a townhome, because it's like the current living situation is not horrible. I know people have done it in less, but it's like you want to make sure that you got decent living quarters. You know, just even people that want to come see him that are like kind of anti-vax, and that makes it, you know what I mean? That's something that I don't even want to risk his little life. You know what I mean? Even if you're like masked up, it's scary to me to, you know, I'm his only defense against, you know, keeping people away from him. And so, I mean, there's so many things to worry about. And I know that it's like, it's some, like, you know, it's all going to work itself out, but it's just like, it's, you know, it's just, my head's all over the map right now.
Dude, and also that plays into, by the way, shout out to Emaretta, Carla, and Cookie McNews. We already said that, but Emaretta and Carla just joined, so thank you guys for coming. It all that also plays into you, like, I mean, we always talk about, like, you know, you just what you want to make everybody happy, you know, exactly. you know, and what the fuck do we always say? I'm having a brain fart right now.
No. We do say that. I am always trying to make everybody happy, but it's like, it's so different now because it's not about anybody else's happiness. It's about this baby's safety, right? And like, he doesn't have a say in anything right now. And it's like, if somebody's not responsible, we'll just put it like this. I won't go into it in too much detail, but somebody kind of put us at risk for being around COVID, right? And, you know, we tested negative, thank God, but they tested positive. And it's like, now, you know, and they're anti-vax, but they got the monoclonal antibodies. They're doing well, thank God.
Wait, like, you gave the technical, is that just the antibodies? Like,
yeah,
they got injected with them?
Yeah, so they got injected with the, like, or they got the IV drip that, like, Trump got in order to, like, be okay to combat it. You know what I mean? And they're doing well, thank God, right? But it's like, now you just worry about, like, there's so many things. And, you know, I've got to ask a doctor what are the proper precautions, but without getting into too much detail, I'm just worried about so many different things.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, so one, you know, you got to keep him safe. He doesn't have much of an immune system. Two, you know, I want to get him into a good living space. And it's like, you know, we're coming up on this deadline, and I know he'll be fine here for, you know, the temporary, but in the long term, you want to, you know, get him into a comfortable space. So, I mean, there's just, and I lose sleep over it. And it's as you could see, bags under the eyes, working early.
Man, you look great, buddy.
Not as sexy as you, but I'll take it.
Oh, stop it. Way sexier. Wait, what? Dag J, did you just you two alone and me too? Good times reference. No, I was and Sandy J just joined. Hey Sandy. Yeah, it's dude, that's like with the whole COVID shit. I just got an email from God damn it, Wrinkles. I don't know why he you may hear weird shit. He wants to chew his toy as it leans on the mic stand and then it fucking reverbs. I think he's good now. Get the fuck away from me, Wrinkles. But I just got an email. I'm doing Brad Garrett's in like a couple of weeks. And I just got an email from the booker, Cindy, she's awesome, but it's a form email that just goes out to everybody. But she was like, MGM, where Brad Garrett's is located, is now requiring that everybody be vaccinated. So you got to show your vaccination.
Right.
Fuck out of here, Wrinkles. God. Oh man, you about to fucking abort Wrinkles. But you need your vaccination. You have to show proof that you've been vaccinated, and you need a clear COVID test within 48 hours of your first day there.
Wow. I mean, and that's the thing. You got to protect everybody. It's like there's just too much going around, too many variants, and we don't know all the effects of them. And it's scary, man. It's like, I guess like they just found the study that Pfizer is kind of less, strong against the Delta variant, but the Moderna one seems to, at the moment kind of stand the test. But it's like, what is there going to be next? You know what I mean? Is there going to be an Omega that's, just murders everybody regardless of the vaccine? But there's always going to be people who are like, my rights, you ain't going to tell me to. But at the same time, I'm proud of MGM that they went in and they were like, hey, you can't work at this club if you're not vaccinated and you don't have the the clear COVID test. So, we match again. That's
shit,
crazy.
Are you wearing pink too?
I am. I'm wearing pink.
Oh, dude, look at that. And my hat is black.
Oh my God, and my hair is.
Dude, BS joined in here. What's up, BS? Sanders. I think did I mention sipping on Emerita already?
Yep, you did.
Yeah, that's so crazy we match.
But anyways, these are just little things I lose.
No, dude, it's not anyways. Hey, this is your extended family here, Manny.
Well,
and so you're letting everybody know. When we first connected, I was like, you're like, oh, I'm just stressing everything. Like, oh, Manny, what's wrong, buddy?
That's the sign of a good friend. You know what I mean? Just, I know everything's going to be okay. It's just, it's just a lot thrown at you at once, and you're just trying to hold it all down until you eventually snap and murder everybody. So.
Dude, what's funny is I literally, you saying that, saying it's a lot at once, it's crazy. This may be the most stressful, along with when somebody dies.
Yeah.
Because I have like jokes that I've been working on or whatever about my mom passing, but that's one of the things I say is it's like if you're caring for someone as they're starting to get close to death or whatever, what are you laughing at? Why would you laugh at me?
No.
My mom
Victoria
said, Jesus.
Victoria said this show is like a free therapy session.
Yeah, totally. No, but it's like, you're a loved one, building up to them passing is stressful. And then literally right when they pass, it's like the world's like, oh, I know that was stressful, but cool. Here's 1,000 more things to stress about. And so it's the same thing. Like you are a person that worries anyways,
Exactly.
And I think just want everybody to be happy. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's like I think about what it does to poor Crystal. It's like she just lost her brother. You know what I mean? And then was almost put in harm's way with COVID. And then you got all these other things of trying to get a baby into a house and trying to make sure that he's safe. And there's just so many little things, and it's just like it is what it is. I mean, I don't know if you heard about this. Like, and this is what scares me is that. There was a comic. I don't know if you heard about him, Anthony something.
Oh no, Nick Carthan.
Nick Carthan, and it had a heart attack, and I don't know if it was from COVID.
Dude.
Because I also hear that COVID can damage your heart severely.
As far as I know, dude. So I know Nick. I don't know him as well as like Shantae. He used to go on the road with Shantae Wayans, and I think he was touring or going on the road with Ida Rodriguez, but dude, and people may not know this, Nick was a personal trainer. He was like in the fucking top shape. And I think the weekend before he was just at Nate's.
Right.
And so I don't think it was COVID related.
Probably
that tripped me out. I don't think he was even 40, but he was in top shape and
dude, he looked ripped.
yeah. So, dude, I was gonna do a post about I mean, but you don't know this. It just happened yesterday. My old martial arts instructor, Cijo DeMille, passed away.
No shit.
He had,
Cijo?
yeah, he had
I
blood
remember you.
cancer.
I remember you talking about him like just so fondly. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy, man. It's like I know you're not promised tomorrow, but it's like this shit weighs on you, man. And it's like people dying and trying to keep. What am I bringing a kid into? Global warming and all kind of shit, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah. Well,
ugh.
here's something that this is going to make you. Well, this won't make you do anything, but this might give a different angle. Know also that you got to be at your best, Manny, so
Right.
you can't. Stress can fuck you up.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing. Stress will kill you faster than anything else. So you really got to take care of that mental headspace.
Yes.
But,
sorry. Did you hear that? Did you hear that just now?
No, I just heard that.
I bought him this fucking little wishbone thing, and Wrinkles loves it. Get the fuck out of here! But he keeps rubbing on it. Hey, Felicia. Felicia just joined, and thank you sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
And Hippie Goals, what's up, Hippie? And by the way, Felicia, I just saw Felicia. I met her in fucking Chattanooga, where I was doing shows this weekend. I didn't know it was her until like after the show we had been talking, and then like she said something that I was like, wait, she knows like. She said something about Wrinkles, I think.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what the fuck? She goes, I'm Felicia, and I was like, oh shit, Felicia.
Dude, that's so dope. Yeah, like if she had said, make sure you like and subscribe, I'd be like, Felicia,
yeah. Dude, here's the other thing. Are you guys gonna get rid of your cats because of the cat AIDS?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Remember that horrible joke that comic told that one time? Easy E died of. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, that wasn't even a joke. San Francisco 49er girl. What's up? She's at the airport logging in.
Shit.
Fucking, you're the best.
True friendship.
Here's another thing I was going to say. I know you and Crystal have been looking at houses and shit. Has there been any progress on that?
So we found one that we put an offer in on. We lost it by like $5,000. You know what I mean? Which is like, that's a hard one because it's like you're so close. And then everything else has been like, how Dave Chappelle said, it's like seeing a bunch of money, but like somebody's dicks on it. You know what I mean? So there's like, there's something wrong with it. Like we found the perfect like townhouse.
Where was it at?
It was in it was like in Burien proper, but it was like at the same time it was under a flight path. But it was like, and so it's like you would have been hearing planes all the time. And I guess apparently we were doing the research. People die earlier in flight paths when you live next to an airport, like within like 10 miles or something, because of the pollution particles that fall out from the planes. It's crazy.
Dude, I've never heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
dude, I might
like
be in a fucking flight path.
Yeah, probably not. But you know what I mean? Like, I guess it's.
you're like, Jay, fuck your little worries. I got a fucking child coming in.
But dude, yeah, it's crazy. There's all these little things you start finding out, and it's like everything has been so close, like, or just too much. Yeah, like, for real with Jay Lee, like, so true. The housing market is way out of control here. It's like. Everything like so the shit you bid on will end up usually going for 75,000 to 100 over. So dude, it's like just be prepared. And so
yeah, and said the housing market in California is wild too. By the way, welcome Jay Lee. I don't think I've ever seen Jay Lee up in here, but thanks for tuning in. Here's another thing too. I'm sure everybody's telling you different things or giving you different advice, and I'm not. It's not that I'm necessarily giving you advice, but you worrying about however much time Miles is in an apartment, who gives a shit? Like, I mean,
that's true.
It's
people have raised kids in huts, right? You know what I mean? Dude. So it's like, what am I tripping off of?
Yeah. Cookie brought up a question.
Yes, hopefully she is almost done with it, but I will provide it and we'll do like a little pretend baby shower. I might even bring Crystal on an episode. And so
dude, that would be would she want, have you ever talked to her about that?
I haven't, but we'll get her on. We'll see if she wants to come on.
Like, bitch, I told you, get on.
We got this free shit.
Yeah. Dude, so that's and again, that's just another thing that you're stressing about. You have a baby, exactly. you have worrying about that. You want, number one thing is the baby's healthy. Second, Crystal's health. You want to make sure she gets through and everything's great. For sure. Then you're like, oh, okay. I mean, it's one of those things where it's also you're bringing it on yourself. You're like, hey man, this is pretty stressful, but why don't we try and buy a house? Fuck it, let's just do it right now.
It's so true, man. It's just like you start wondering how much one human being can take, and it's like, fuck, it is wild. So, eventually it's all gonna be there, but it's like, goddamn, it's like some shit that almost borderline makes you so stressed out you want to cry. But it's like we're men. We just bottle it up and then
look what Divine wrote.
She left a family.
Crystal didn't. Crystal, that was me. That was Ham Joe. By the way, Felicia, this wasn't at your show. The Saturday early show was probably the best show, but there was a dude there that had an accent. I don't know if it's Chattanooga, Tennessee accent, but it was so fucking thick. I didn't know what the fuck this guy was talking about. To where I said to the audience, because he would say something, and the audience was on board because they didn't fucking know what he was saying either. But
right.
I go, it sounds like when you're talking, all I hear is just down, 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 down. Dude, his shit was so thick. But I also said that like the people in Chattanooga are so nice, like right. It is that very wholesome feeling. But it also like it's a very like Southern Belle type accent when I heard it. But I said to the audience, I was like, I go, half of me is like turned on, but then also half of me is like, you could be saying the most progressive shit, like, I do believe Black Lives Matter, and I'm like, did they just say the N-word? That fucking twang in that really accent just throws me off.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The nice young colored boy down the street.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Or like fucking Tyler. Fucking
oh God.
Colored of people.
Yeah. But I mean, the raising, Miles starting. I mean, he's not even going to remember. That's the other thing too,
Right. So there's time, you know what I mean? But it feels like everything's just rushing up on you. But I know it's all going to work out, and I have faith, so it's all good.
Yeah. Felicia, yeah, there was Wonderman said, when are you performing at Nate's Club? I want to see you live. No homo. I mean, it could be homo, whatever. We can fuck on stage. I don't care.
No, I was it looks like does Wonderman have a pic of
Nick? It looks like Nick.
Yeah.
Nick Carthan.
Yeah.
I was up there for St. Patty's Day, and I will be back up in, I don't know when I'll be back at Nate's, great club, and I love Nate. I am going to be in Tacoma though. Let's see. I'll look at it real quick, and then I will do the teaser, but I have something dope too that I wanted to cover on this. I will be at Tacoma Comedy Club. I think it's December or October. Or is it September? No, Jesus, when is it? It's November.
I do have to say to Felicia, like, that is the worst when, like, thank God Jay doesn't know you, like, didn't know you before, where you were before the show, because I don't know, for me, I don't know if it's like you, when you have like a friend or somebody sitting up front, it kind of fucks with you sometimes. Like I don't know. I mean, I could still get through my set, but it just feels like, am I just acknowledging them, or am I trying to look away from them more so? Because it's like, I don't mind bombing in front of like people I don't know, which is a rarity, but it's like, I do mind bombing in front of people I know, which is like, that shit is always worse. So.
Yeah. And Cookie, I am trying to get to DC, and I'm still waiting to hear. Okay, let me see. Okay, what was our teaser from last week?
Oh, you said you had something dope.
Yeah. Let me
want to bring that up later.
We can do it right after the teaser, because our teaser was in light of, we must have fat fingered this, because I'm like, what's 8BQ? I'm like, is that a new QAnon?
Yeah.
Okay, so our teaser was, in light of Cosby being released from jail, if you're in a relationship 30 plus years with someone who is now in jail, at what point would you leave? Would you leave, and how long, or how long would you stay?
Ooh. I guess it really depends on the crime, right? Because if it was some shit they didn't do, but then it's like, okay, so if I was married to like R. Kelly, you know what I mean, I was a girl, I'd be like, you're done. I didn't know you were doing all that shit. If they murdered somebody, I'm like, nah.
Well, here's the other thing too. Okay, and this is like, I watched a documentary on the flight that kind of would play into this. Before I tell you it, so also, what if that person is continuously saying, I'm innocent, I didn't fucking do anything, and we'll say it's rape.
Okay, yeah.
and your significant other is saying, I'm telling you I'm innocent. And
Right.
and the documentary I saw, it was called I think it was called Fantastic Lies.
Ooh,
It was a
okay.
30 for 30, but it's
Mhm.
about the Duke lacrosse team.
Oh, when they were lied on.
Dude, I like,
That was
you know,
crazy.
I knew, I knew at the end it all came out that it was all bullshit, that they didn't do anything, but I had no idea how much they got lied on. Like the not
Damn.
just by the lady that said that she was raped by them, but the prosecuting or the district attorney at the time. He was trying to get reelected, and they did DNA testing. They got 40 of the Duke players and got
Right.
all of their DNA,
Mhm.
and not one matched anything in the bathroom or on her or whatever. But she had like 7 other dudes' DNA that were not Duke players on her, in her, and the DA specifically told the guy, or hid that. He didn't let that get out. And dude,
That is crazy. Did he go to jail?
Oh yeah, he got
Okay.
he got
Good.
disbarred, and then he I think he originally I think he only served 1 day in jail though. And these fucking kids, which they were kids at the time. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. You're stressed. I'm fucking with you. But okay, so yeah, like at what point do you obviously we're doing a random scenario, and we don't have all like a detail or fact sheet or whatever, but the person saying that they're innocent, your significant other keeps, and they're very adamant about it. Do you ride or die? Again, we don't have all the details.
We don't have all the details, but I mean, like, if it's my person and I've been with them for a long time, I'm trusting their word. And then, like, for instance, if it's your word versus, somebody who lied on you, of course I'm gonna go with you. You know what I mean? I've known you forever, and I'm not gonna, just be like, well, shit, the media says that Jay did all this bad shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, ultimately I'm riding with you. You know what I mean? Till the very end, until we get you out. I'm doing like fucking Hurricane Carter, and I'm fucking trying everything I can to get you out of there. So
yeah, Divine said, what is the crime and where am I in life? Because if I'm 25, I might be out. if I'm 55, I'm not trying to date again. Plus if it's Cosby and they rich, I mean, 30 years, you gotta get that money.
So stupid. Oh man.
Yeah. Cookie said I'm officially an auntie, so I'll take Mama Cookie. She's talking about about your registry. Seen that on TV. I'm not sure if it was both. Wait, what did Victoria say? I know one of the brothers did Emerita. What? Oh, wait, I got to go back up. Didn't both of the Mendez brothers get married in prison? I don't think they even have a release date. Holy shit.
Who's getting married to like people who murdered their mother? You know what I mean? And hold on, Mendez brothers. The Mendez.
Well, it's also wild, like serial killers and shit, and like girls that are attracted to that and want to fuck them or marry them or whatever. You're like, what the fuck happened in your life?
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't find no like free people to date. It's like, damn, it's just wild. Like, I mean, to each his own, but that's crazy. But I would say for the most part, I'm sticking with the person. If I mean, I would feel bad to kind of bail. I mean, I might. Okay, let's say it's me and Tammy Joe. I might cheat on her a few times because she's not coming out in like 30 years.
You cheat on me? I swallowed your cum.
I left my family. But I mean, like, is that the thing? Are you going to be, here's another question. Are you going to be celibate for 30, 40 years while you're waiting for that person?
Fuck. I mean, as I get older, it would be a lot easier, but exactly. Again,
if you're in your 20s,
like Divine said, if I'm like fucking 30, I'd be like, hey, I'll keep my heart for you, but I mean, can I get a hooker or something? Like no emotional attachment. I gotta fucking.
Here's a question for Carla: is like a lot of people get married in prison, but do you get like conjugal visits or how does that work? I don't know.
I think if you're married, you do.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why. Maybe they like want to fuck somebody, and so they're like, I gotta marry him. I mean,
wow.
Cookie. I know the dating pool is rough, but I'm not ready to date a man in jail. There was somebody that was like, I don't know if it was a comic or commentary or something. It was like, I mean, it's like it's the perfect man. You know where he's at all times. He can't cheat on you, really. You know, unless he fucking, unless he's from Atlanta.
He's like,
There's
my shit tossed.
Yeah, Victoria said, according to Sons of Anarchy, there's a prison clause. Interesting.
Interesting.
And Felicia said, if you get married in jail, yes, you can. Victoria, that would be the 30 years. Like, oh man,
That'd be rough.
That is fucking tough.
Yeah. I mean, like, you could do like Phil and get a fleshlight, but I mean, that's not really gonna,
you get a real fleshlight.
Yeah,
you might be a fleshlight. The prisoners are just reviewing Phil. Okay, this one, he doesn't put up much of a fight. He's got a hairy ass, though.
He better never go to jail. We just want to say that there is nothing wrong with having a hairy ass, or if you are LGBTQ and you go to jail, just live your best life. Live your best life. Back to you, Jay.
Yeah. Okay. Could I? I'm just trying to think. Okay, it's my initial response, the quickest response. Hey, I'm going away for 30 years. This person's the love of my life. It's going to be 30 years. I mean, maybe I'll get time off, maybe cut it to 20 or something.
Right.
This person's also saying I didn't do it. I mean, my initial thing would be like, okay, I'm going to try.
Right.
But, as it goes on, who knows? So my initial would say, yes, I'm down. You're my love, my soulmate. Right. Then yes, I'm gonna try, but it's gonna be tough. At
least you're being honest, though. You know what I mean? Like I think that's a fair answer. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you're going away for a long fucking time, and I'm gonna do my best to try to get you out. I'm gonna try to expend some of my resources to try to get you a good lawyer. But if this shit don't work, like, within 15 years of your 30-year sentence,
I won't enjoy it when I cheat on you.
I'll be screaming your name.
Carla said I'm lying my ass off. No, I mean, I'm just trying to think. Like, I mean, the other thing too, I'll put it this way too, Carla, because Carla's saying I'm lying my ass off. Here's the other thing too is, maybe I would in my head be like, I don't know, I can do this, but for this person that's at that moment, they're about to go in and face something for 30 years. Even if I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can do this, I'm probably going to try and put their mind at ease because, like the stress you're dealing with, I don't want to add just another thing that they're going to have to worry about and stress and go in thinking I got nobody, I got nothing to. I couldn't right then just be like, I don't think I can do it, but hey, good luck with that fucking 30 years. Holy shit.
I think I would do the same. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like kind of one of those, what was it? The Dark Knight. Do you remember how like people deserve like, oh God, how did he say it? I'm going to fuck up the quote. Well, anyways, I'll find it later. But, sometimes the truth isn't good enough. Where I don't know if you remember that, but it's like to save somebody's like sense of mind and like well-being, I would at least just write them letters, come visit them, but it's like, do you have to tell them everything you're doing on the outside? No.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I mean, the other thing too is, the flip of it, I mean, it could be a great relationship because if they ever start mouthing off, you'd be like, what? What? Okay. I mean, hey, if this isn't working out for you, if you can't handle, what I want, what I need in this,
if you don't need somebody putting money on your books.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to cut this off, just let me know. Holy shit.
I can just you get a little mouthy today.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not liking a little tone and shit.
Cookie said, if I'm going to jail and breaking up with you, why would I hold you to me while I do a bid? Live your life. It's the other way, though, Cookie. What if somebody that your soulmate you love, they're doing a bid? Would you, are you going to just be like,
but see, that's why I love Cookie, because that's how I feel like a real partner would be, is like, I don't want you to hold on.
Yeah.
Like, I may not be coming out, and just, if they mouth off, you just yell,
Victoria. God.
God.
Okay. I think we answered that. I think we're good on that.
I think we're good on that one.
Okay, here's mine. I didn't even put it in the fucking thing. Right, PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. Wait.
Brittany Renner.
No, tell me about this.
Oh my God. I want to see what the ladies have to say in this. PJ Washington. Don't look it up, Manny. Look
Okay,
at me.
okay, okay,
Look at
okay.
me. Don't
Looking
fucking
at you.
look
I'm
it up.
focused. I'm
I'll
focused.
tell
All right,
you.
let's
Okay,
do it.
Brittany. Okay, PJ Washington is a NBA player. I think he's a rookie. And Brittany Renner is a basketball hoe.
Oh, okay, okay.
Self-proclaimed. So I'm not. I
Right.
don't think
Kind of
that
like
I'm
what
giving.
was it? Superhead? You remember her back in
Yeah.
the day? Yeah, yeah.
So Brittany Renner, she would put out videos
Mhm.
straight up saying before PJ. Okay, look up if you want. You guys can Google Brittany Renner, but she has a video out where she's sitting in her car and she's like, you know, if you want to get set for life, just just fuck an athlete. NBA players are dumb. They'll come in and you'll be set for years. And that's what fucking happened to PJ.
Damn.
He was like, I think she might be around 30. He was like out of college.
Right.
They were dating. In his head, in his mind, he thought this was his love of his life. He even put out a tweet about it. She got pregnant, had the kid, and then she's like, I'm done. He has to pay 200,000 a year for 18 years.
Oh,
and so people are like, oh, she just hit the lottery.
pretty much.
And I'm like, I don't understand how, like, you know, obviously you pay some or whatever, but like
Was that 3.6 million?
dude, it was let me see. Hold on one moment. I'll add it up here. Where's my fucking calculator?
200,000 a year times 18. Yeah, 3.6 million.
Jesus. Dude, and he's like a rookie.
Yeah.
So congrats on that new contract.
You know? Isn't that wild? It's like, you know, is he so what level of superstar is PJ?
I don't know. I'm trying to look
that
up
could
right
be
now.
His whole rookie contract.
Dude, I'm looking up her video. See if I can find it.
I just want to see how.
Oh no, they're saying people said Brittany Renner signs $43 million deal. Let me see. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to find that original video of her.
Damn, she's cute though.
Yeah, she's fucked a lot of dudes. You know, I'm not slut shaming her, but
yeah,
whatever.
No, I mean, get yours, but I mean, is this?
Oh, here it is. Okay, listen, let me see.
You don't know why in like 2018 that's any of your fucking business or why it matters. But 24, 11 athletes, woo! 5 entertainers, woo! 8 regular guys. Woo! I've only fucked 3 regular guys since I've been Instagram famous because a lot of y'all run your fucking mouths too much. I don't want to be sending you a video 1 minute, the next minute I see me spread eagle on the timeline playing with my pussy. In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb. I don't like talking about my history with men I'm dating.
So, yeah.
First off, her voice is just nails
dude.
on a chalkboard to me. Ugh.
Yeah, dude, but she's fucking right there.
Just being honest, you know what I mean? And that's the crazy thing is like, think about this. When we were 20, fuck, man. Can you imagine just the baddest chicks on the planet throwing themselves at you and just being like, I mean, how many times have you trusted somebody when our dads told us not to? You know what I mean? And it's just like, ugh.
Dude, I'm like, but my whole thing too, though, well, if I was him, he should have tried to get custody.
Right.
And then
made her pay child support.
Yeah. Or I'm like, could you not just play that in court and be like, Your Honor, this is she didn't want we went in with different intentions.
Exactly. Yeah. I would totally. Yeah.
Felicia said, did she make that video before she met him? Yep. She was fucking, I mean, she was pretty open about she was just fucking dudes, you know, like dude.
She got a signing bone us.
Yeah, fucking BS Jeffrey. Dude, I was like, and the other thing too, what's the saddest of all this is like PJ was posting stuff like when he heard about, he was like, I really thought I had the one or I found the one. He was like down for her legit, and that's just fucking wild.
It's wild because, dude, like I'll be real. Like if I was 20, I would have tried to date her like in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? She's gorgeous, but then again, it's like, that like voice would have killed me. Yeah, exactly. I'm with Carla. Yeah. Her voice was like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, dude. So that's Brittany Renner, guys, and PJ Washington. I feel so fucking bad for him, man.
Dude, it's like, ugh. It's just we all know better. I mean, I think the older we get, we know better. But it's like when you're young, you're just like trying to do dumb shit.
You're like your dad. Our dads would be like, "Don't trust women." And you're like, "You're talking to the wrong head."
Can you imagine though? There was somebody back in the day that was kind of probably like that, but then they chose Magic Johnson. Man, you know what I mean? It's like if you want to put yourself in that kind of danger, that's on you.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
Fucking crazy.
Dude,
yeah, man.
43 million. So what? That's not. Is that 200,000 a year? Or I mean,
that's
a month?
200,000 a month. Hold on, real quick. So she must be getting 200,000 a month, which to me, hold on, times 12 times 18, 43.2.
Oh, so she's getting 200,000 a month.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
What did Chris Rock said? Like Chris Rock was like, he said something like, he was like, if you making that much and she wants that, that may not be that much, but he's like, if you make it 36,000 and she want 20,000, you might have to kill somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I was like, I couldn't wait to fucking bring that up because I was like, I'm just stunned by her putting I mean, in a sense, it's almost like her saying, "Hey guys, I like to murder people. So, it's real easy to murder people. This is just how you would do it." And then she goes out and does it.
Yeah. It's just like, to me, I just think about the legalities behind it. It's like she clearly told you exactly what she was doing. So if my lawyer isn't smart enough to be like, hey, this is what she was doing, we want custody because clearly she's not a safe human being. My client thought that he was going in with the intent of a relationship, and she automatically said what she wants. So
yeah. All right. Let's I like this one. The Army. Do you want to do that one?
Yeah. So not sure if everybody on here knows who Army Hammer is, but in 2021, this year, he's had claims of sexual abuse and cannibalistic fetishes, which were made against him, including allegations of non-consensual BDSM and physical and emotional abuse. And I wanted to get your take on that, Jay. Like, is that more of a power trip thing with like?
Well, if it's non-consensual, then no. But
right.
Whoa, what the fuck was that? That was a loud whistle. It sounded like. I don't know. It just feedback in my ear. So I heard about the. I haven't heard about the non-consensual, all that other stuff. I heard the thing about the cannibalism or fetishism where he was saying something like he wants to just eat this chick's flesh and it was like really weird, like dirty talk.
Yeah,
but
man.
Yeah.
Apparently he went to to get treatment for it, to get help. But I'm like, there's something deeper there. I mean, it almost reminds me of 50 Shades of Grey type shit. I never read the book or saw the movie, but that's what I assumed that whole thing was about. A dude with power who kind of has his way with this one chick. And it's like, man, like that, there's something deeper there, right? Like clearly he was either brought up with weird shit going on, or maybe it's just wait, what did B.S. Jeffrey say? He said, why isn't being named after baking soda a red flag? Yep, that's a great
yeah.
Let's see. Cookie.
Oh, by the way, Carla was saying on the athletes things, you would think that someone would talk to these athletes and let them know all the crazy stuff. So as far as I understand, I'm pretty sure the NBA does, and I think all the others do, where they have like for rookies, they talk about like managing your money and the groupies and shit like that. But I think she started fucking with PJ when he was in college.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just fucking wild. Yeah. Somebody or Cookie said, I mean, I like a bite every now and then, but not cannibalism. Yeah. Well, I don't think we've ever said this on the show, Manny. What is the freakiest shit you've ever? Because I mean, this is obviously freaky, and like you get into BDSM and cannibalism and all this shit, then that's pretty fucking wild. So, or can you say what's the freakiest thing, wildest thing you've ever done sexually?
Probably just like back door. But I mean, other than that, like, you know what I mean? Like, that
Did
was,
it hurt when she did it?
It did. I cried. I bled. I'm just kidding. No. Yeah. So like me and my first girlfriend did that once, but I'm not a fan of it. Like, it's just like Alfred Kutcheri has a great joke about it. He's like, why would I go off-roading when I have smooth like asphalt over here? You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's probably the extent. I don't know if I'm too vanilla, but like, yeah. What about you?
Let's see. Oh, Daphne arriving late. What's up, Daphne? I mean, I did a threesome once, which was her suggestion. I was like, okay, and then it's 2 girls, 1 cup. No, it's 2 girls and me.
One cup.
Yeah, and I mean, it was fine, but I was like, I've banged a girl in her ass or whatever. I'm like, this doesn't sound very appealing, but both of those, I was like, if I never do this again, that'll be totally fine with me. Like,
I thought I had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's also, I'm a kind of person where I'm like, if you're like, leave my ass alone, I'll leave your ass alone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I mean, then you get into like crazy shit in the car, like
like,
I had sex with a chick on the hood of the car out in a parking lot. This is again when I'm like 20s, around my 20s, but outside of a club. We were like, it was a huge parking lot where we were way off in the corner, and I'm trying to think of any other.
Yeah, I'm with Cookie though on the whole three-way thing. Like, first off, I have like ADD. I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to anybody else.
Did you say I have a big D?
Yeah, I have a huge D. I have
a big D.
Horse dick. But it's like, I need to see everybody in the room in front of me. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody behind me.
That's hilarious. This girl starts to be like, where you going? Where you going back there? What you doing?
Come up here.
Face front.
But yeah, it's just like, I'm with you. Like, when I was 20, like, there was this girl who I was dropping off at her house, or dropping off at a friend's house that she was staying at. And like, banged her in the car. And then like, it was like, ooh, man, you just think about like, I probably am on a security camera somewhere. You know what I mean? So.
Dude, I remember this one girl. This was so fucking wild. Like, I was at her place. This was in fucking Portland. And like, I was at her place for a while, and her mom's bedroom was literally right next to her. And I think her mom like had like, wait, what are you laughing at?
No, the mom was in the bedroom right next to her. And you were, so wait, did you?
Well, so we were in her bedroom, and like we were messing around or whatever, and then like we pretended that I left, like it was getting late, and so I think I did the because her mom, I don't think her mom was like paraplegic, but she didn't move around too well. We'll just say, like, I think she had a walker or whatever. So she was in her bedroom, and like the girl wanted me to stay the night, and I was like, and I was probably 19 at the time or whatever. And so we did the thing where I was like, okay, I'm going to go. And I take some big heavy steps. Okay. Walk to the front door, slam it, and then like I hid, and I remember I was like hiding on the other side of her bed. And then her mom at one point came in, and I was like on the ground under the blanket, just like fucking going, oh, whatever, And then I like left at like 6 a.m. Yeah.
Oh man. Wait, what did I didn't even catch myself for what I said.
Probably horse dick. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We just want to say here on the Love in Black and White podcast that, you know what? HD should never be used, because we have seen the tragedies of Enumclaw and what it has done to families.
And in Boston. There was a black dude. Shockingly.
Damn, isn't that embarrassing?
Cookie said, my ex and I considered a threesome once. It was going to be another woman. I changed my mind, though. Why did you change your mind, Cookie? But going back to that, I think if that was something I liked, threesomes or whatever, I think I would only like it if it was like with 2 girls, like a spur of the moment thing, like 2 girls I met at a bar or something, and it was like, okay, we're gonna have a wild night. But if it's like my girlfriend or my wife that I love, and then she wants to, I'm going to be in my head. I don't think I would even be able to enjoy it, because I'm gonna like, okay, this new girl that we brought in, maybe she's fine and everything, but I can't look like I'm like it too much, because I don't want my wife or my girlfriend to get upset, and
so funny
and
story.
Like, fucking, like honk 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 honk. I make sure I get everybody.
I love the sound effect.
That's how I am. Honk, 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 honk.
Yeah. Yeah, Victoria. No Vegas stories. You know what's so interesting though is
What do we have a
no. Whatchamacallit? So Sandy. Yeah. So we just want to say here on the Love and Black and White podcast that there is nothing wrong with being paraplegic. You know what? There are many advances being made in technology today, and that we hope you all have a safe, healthy, and long life. I don't know. I'm not on my PC-ness today.
It's fine if it's only one plegic.
There's nothing funny about paraplegic. So this is actually interesting. So there was a comic who has a friend, the friend's wife, so the comic, his friend, the wife recommended that they be polyamorous, where they have just a bunch of you know what I mean, like it's just kind of an open relationship. They started approaching it and she's like, no, I'm not feeling this anymore. But the husband was really into it and now is leaving her because he feels like he's poly, and just broke up a whole family. So it's like, it reminds me of another friend we had where he kind of put the thought out there of, hey, we want an open relationship, but then in hindsight wasn't all about that life. So it's wild, man. You got to be on your shit. You know what I mean? You got to be comfortable in who you are if you're going to even mention that. So
tell us just one Vegas story. I can tell I have some crazy Vegas stories. I have a dude. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever told this. I'm trying to figure out which one to pick. I'll tell this one. This is okay. So do you have a Vegas story, Manny? What the fuck is Victoria talking about? Oh, you do?
Well, okay. So when I was 17, me and my cousin, we were staying, like, we actually
this isn't the one Victoria's talking about, is it?
No, not at all. Okay. So when we were 17, we went to Vegas with my mom, my uncle, my aunt, and my sister. And me and my cousin, we got our own room. And so we just, like, we were supposed to be in after a certain amount of time, but we were like, fucking man, let's go out. This is fucking Vegas. Even though we're 17, we go walk around and just, you know, see what fucking Vegas is like, right? And so he's like, yeah, but let's get fucking crazy. Let's call a hooker, right? And so I was like, all right, bet. You know, I don't even know if we might have had like $20, right? And so he was like, he called, right? He called the hooker, and she was like, hey, where's the party at? And he was like, it's at 36. And he's like, fuck, I don't know the address. And then just fucking hung up. And that was that story, man. Fucking awful.
This is the worst Vegas story. Oh God. All right, I'll tell mine, and then I guess it'll always just be a mystery, the Victoria Vegas story. Okay, so I used to work at Verizon Wireless, and I worked with like two of my best buddies there. Ron, you remember Ron? Remember Ron in the movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. Can I tell the quick story about Ron?
Yeah.
This just shows you how, like, Jay is really spot on when I'm just way too nice to be an asshole to people. So we go to a movie, and all of a sudden we're just sitting there. It's like me and you, and we always do the thing where we have a space in between us, just so, like, you know what I mean?
Stretch my legs out. It's not a gay thing.
Not a gay thing. And also we put food in the middle. You know what I mean? So we always give each other space. So all of a sudden, this guy who kind of looks,
and there's nobody else in the theater, by the way.
There's nobody.
Yeah, it's just me and Manny in the theater, and we have one seat between us.
One seat between us. So I look around the theater, and all of a sudden, this guy who kind of looks familiar, but I'm like, I see a lot of people because I do comedy. So
and it's also dark.
And this guy comes and sits right next to me out of all the spots in the theater, and he just starts asking me all these, like, weird ass questions, like, hey, do you like movies?
While the trailers are going,
all the trailers are going, and I'm like, yep, like movies. And then he was like, do you like candy? And then I look over at Jay, like, is this fucking really happening? And he just looks at me, and he's like, do you want to move? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be like anti, like, homophobic or anything. You know,
yeah, Manny keeps looking at me, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. And so, anyways, he keeps fucking talking to me, and I feel like he's hitting on me. And then, like, later,
I remember. I remember, like, the things he was saying.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. So he comes in, sits down, because I had texted Ron, and I was like, I go, hey, fuck with Manny when you come in. Just fuck with Manny. I didn't know what that was going to mean, what that would entail. So he comes in, sits right next to Manny, and the trailers are going, and he's like, so yeah, this looks pretty good. A trailer would come on. He's like, oh, you like action movies? And Manny's just like, yeah. And then Manny would look over me. I'm like, I don't fucking know, you know. And then And then another trailer would come on, and Ron's like, that looks good too, huh? And Manny goes, yeah. And then Ron's like, well, you want to go see it together, maybe? Like, oh, dude, I was fucking dying because Manny's just like, I mean, I don't know the guy, but I don't want to offend him.
Man, that's the kind of shit that gets you killed in the end. Oh my god.
So okay, so here's my Vegas story. So I was mentioned Ron and our other buddy. Did you ever meet Eichler? My buddy John Eichler. Okay, so
actually, I think I might have.
Tall, skinny dude.
Yeah, I think he came to a show. Did you do martial arts with him or no?
No. We used to play hoop together back in the day, but we all worked at Verizon, and we would go to Vegas every year. So again, I'm 21-ish, 20s, early 20s. So we go to Vegas. We're in Vegas. We're partying, and we went to some nightclub. I don't remember which one, and it's just fucking packed. So as we're in the club, I'm walking through like the club, and it's just everybody's shoulder to shoulder. So all of a sudden I feel on my back like somebody holding onto my shirt, and I look, and it's this pretty girl, very pretty girl, and she's like, I'm just trying to get through, and like laughing. I was like, I got you, just come on. So she walks through. So all I know about this girl, as we're talking, she tells me she's from Texas, she's a librarian. And so all I know is she's pretty, she's from Texas, she's a librarian, she's black. That's all I know. So I can't remember her name. She told me her name, but obviously I forgot. So she eventually we're going back to my room. I remember, I think I was telling her, I was like, oh, we should go back to my room and we'll get some like drinks and listen to some music, or I don't know, whatever stupid horseshit line I was trying to sling at 21. So she's like, okay, cool. So we go back to our room, or my room. What I fucking didn't know is John, he was like in this health kick, and so he's like, I gotta go to bed early, I gotta get up, I eat this and blah blah blah. So he's in the room in one of the beds sleeping. So I text him and I'm like, yo, Victoria, I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name at the time. That's the whole point of the story. How about you let me just tell the fucking story? So I had text John though, and I was like, hey, I'm on my way up there with this girl. Just pretend like you're asleep if you're not, Yeah. So we walk in, and then I said to her, like acting all dumb, I was like, oh, I didn't know my buddy was here. So I go, you want to go? I go, here, let's go in the bathroom. Fucking dude, this is not a good story. Like as far as making me or this lady look good. So we're in the bathroom and we're like making out or whatever. And in her defense, it was a giant Vegas bathroom. So she's like, well, hey, what about the drinks? What about the music? So I call room service. They're like, we don't have any. It's too late. We're not doing that. And so I was like, fuck. I go, well, we can't get drinks. She goes, well, what about the music? I go, hold on. So, hey, what's up, Natasha and Big Daddy came in late. So she goes, well, what about the music? So I go, hold on. So I grabbed my Walkman, which was a thing back then, with my headphones, and I bring it in the bathroom, and I put it on the toilet, and I hit play, and I was like, there's your music. So me and her, we bang in the bathroom, listening to music through a Walkman. And then it's like 4 a.m, and she's like, she wants to go back to her room. So being the gentleman that I am, very classy gentleman, after we fucked in the bathroom, I was like, yeah, I'll walk you down. So I walk her to her room. It's on like the 4th floor of wherever we're staying at. I think we were at the Rio. And she goes, okay, give me a second. I'm going to run in. And then she was going to come back. So I'm sitting there by her room, and this like, give me a second, has now turned into like 20 or 30 minutes. And so I'm just like, fuck this, I'm tired. So I went back to my room, right? Yeah. So that was the end of that interaction. But then the next night, we all go out. I'm fucking hammered. I'm now horny. It's like 5 a.m, and I'm like, fuck, I want to fuck. I'm so hammered. I want to fuck. And I was like, I wonder where. I couldn't remember what room that librarian chick was in. Yeah. So I just literally start calling every room on the 4th floor, going, is the librarian there? And fucking everybody's like, what the it's fucking 5 a.m. Who the fuck is this? So I never, she might have been the one, who knows? But I never got to see her again. But that was one of my fucking crazy stories. We would always have wild stories when we were in Vegas. Fucking,
God. I don't think you know what? The only time I don't think I've ever been to Vegas with you, but I will soon.
what?
To
Oh,
come
yeah, you're
visit you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Okay, here we'll do this one and then we'll do a teaser.
Okay.
Thoughts on golden showers. And we'll keep the other one for a different question.
Okay.
The other
Cool.
part of that. But golden showers. Have you ever she was definitely not the one. I returned one. I was like, hey, you want to see this Dewey Decimal System over here, girl?
That's so stupid.
I know. I'm not proud of it, Felicia. I was 21.
I
I was drunk.
I don't think anybody's ever proud of a Vegas hookup.
Yeah, she's listening to this right now. Yeah, fucking. Okay, golden showers. Never done it. Never been interested in doing or receiving. What about you?
No. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, maybe like who just likes being pissed on? Like that just doesn't or being on people. Yeah, I'm just not a. But you know, to each their own. I mean, there's fucking. You know, if two consensual adults are like, yeah, I'm all for it. But it just like I'm all about equal in the bedroom. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna respect you, but I'm gonna like, you know, make sure you get yours. But it's like I'm not gonna just. I feel like peeing on somebody is like really like is it denigrating?
I mean, well, I guess maybe it's empowering if the person is wanting it or doing it or whatever. Like, and you have to. That's got to be like an in the shower thing, right?
That's what
like
I would think.
I wouldn't be like if a girl's like, I want you to do that. That's the only way I can get off. Let's do it in the bed. I'd be like, what? What the fuck? So you want me? Oh, so you want me to just buy a new bed? Is what you're saying?
Exactly.
There's other ways you can tell me you don't like my bed.
I would have to believe that that's a bed, like a shower thing, because it's just like, unless you got rubber sheets and that's something that's that life you live in. But I mean, like, that's wild to think that some people like, I think about R. Kelly, like, damn, who is like, you know, yeah, like, you know, you can't piss on me. Like if a girl was just like, hey, can I drink this gallon and just shoot it in your face? I'm like, that does nothing for me. No.
Yeah, I got a fucking super soaker over here.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a buddy that his girl that he was dating at the time, she wanted him to pee inside her.
Are you
Yes. And I think he did because she wanted him to.
Yeah.
And I think she got a yeast infection from it. Oh God, dude.
You're like, and I think she died from it.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Now she works at SeaWorld. No, but I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking
It was like, hey, pee in my butt. You're like, what?
Have we said what's the weirdest request you've ever got?
No.
That's that's the teaser. Yeah, that'll be our teaser. What is the weirdest request you've got? Not what you've asked, because I think we're both pretty squares.
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down so we don't forget. While I'm writing that in there, you have anything you want to plug, Manulus?
Just a baby coming in a month. Try not to be stressed. And I will be back on the Hollingsworth list. I do apologize for last week. That was all me. Had a lot going on. I don't know if I told everybody, but my mother-in-law got COVID. So that was a tough one. So we were kind of dealing with that shit.
Sorry. I know some Big Daddy Chris said I know some librarians, and no, I don't believe them to be quiet and wholesome. Not the ones I know. That's all right. Maybe you know the same one I know, Big Daddy Chris. Maybe we're Eskimo brothers.
Just want to say that my sister's a librarian. You motherfuckers.
Oh shit. I'll have to check her out. Get it? Like a book. Okay.
Dude, she likes white guys.
Wait, what the fuck, Daphne? Okay, we'll touch on this because people have some comments on the peeing inside the vagina. I will. What am I plugging? Okay, so this weekend I'll be in San Antonio, Texas, at Jokesters 22, and then in 2 weeks I'll be at Brad Garrett's here in Las Vegas, and then the week after that I'm at the Comedy Cellar here in Las Vegas for a week. You can go to bigirishj.com for everything. And then tomorrow we got Wednesday we're doing the Hollingsworth list Wednesday, and we're doing it on Wednesday right now because of Tyler's thing that he's doing on Tuesday, so he can't do it, so we moved it to Wednesday. It'll eventually go back to Tuesday, but Wednesday Hollingsworth list. And I think that's it. So thank you everybody for tuning in. joining. We love you all. And until next time, Manulus.
We'll be putting the love back in your right. It's love in black and white.